Throughout the course of human history, we have always built monuments to things of great significance. This practice has been going on since the dawn of time and has been used to celebrate things of great significance like victories in battle, heroes, and presidents. But the monument we're going to talk about today was not built to celebrate a past event, but to warn and give instructions for a future one. Today we're going to be talking about the Georgia Guidestones. Before we get started, if you could consider subscribing, that would be great and it would really help me out. Without further ado, let's get into it. In June of 1979, a man by the name of Robert Christian contacted the Ellberton Granite Finishing Company and attempted to commission the building of a structure. The structure itself, which many spectators have since compared to Stonehenge, was designed to be able to withstand any measure of natural disaster that might come upon it. The company, who was understandably very confused by the odd request, gave Christian a quote that was much higher than the structure was actually worth, and that ended up being close to $400,000 in today's money. To the surprise of absolutely everybody at the company, Christian accepted the quote and mentioned that he represented a group that had been planning on constructing the site for more than 20 years. Once constructed, the stones would stand close to 20 feet tall and weigh more than 230,000 pounds. The project moved forward and the Guidestones were constructed off of the Georgia State Route 77 and unveiled on March 22nd of 1980. At the unveiling, the Master of Ceremonies is recorded as saying the following: "In order to avoid debate, we, the sponsors of the Georgia Guidestones, have a simple message for human beings, now and for the future. We believe our precepts are sound and they must stand on their own merits. Now, to understand what made the stones so controversial, we first need to understand what they actually were." The creator of the stones wanted a set of rules or guidelines written on the stones in 7 different languages. Those languages were English, Spanish, Swahili, Hindi, Hebrew, Arabic, traditional Chinese, and Russian. So now of course you're probably asking, what was actually written on the stones in those 7 languages? Well, here are the 10 rules that are listed on the Georgia Guidestones. Number 1. Maintain humanity under 500 million in perpetual balance with nature. Number 2. Guide reproduction wisely, improving fitness and diversity. Number 3. Unite humanity with a new living language. Number 4. Rule passion, faith, tradition, and all things with tempered reason. Number 5. Protect people and nations with fair laws and just courts. Number 6. Let all nations rule internally, resolving external disputes in a world court. Number 6. Avoid petty laws and useless officials. Number 7. Balance personal rights with social duties. Number 8. Prize truth, beauty, love, seeking harmony with the infinite. Number 9. Be not a cancer on the earth. Leave room for nature, leave room for the future. According to the creators of the monument, its purpose was to serve as a guide for humanity after a nuclear war or apocalypse. Now, understandably, the Guidestones were extremely controversial when they were first unveiled, with many believing that its message called for mass genocide and decrease of the human population. Acts like vandalism soon followed and were very common, and graffiti appeared on the monument with messages like "Death to the New World Order" and "You will not succeed" painted in red on the sides. At one point, the FBI had to be contacted as the messages became more and more intense. This went on for some time and all culminated on July 6th of 2022, when a makeshift explosive device was detonated at the monument. The blast destroyed the Swahili and Hindu side of the monument, and security footage captured a vehicle leaving the scene of the bombing. Despite the publicity of the crime, no suspects were ever identified and no motive was ever discovered. Following the bombing, the stones were taken down for safety reasons, and the mayor of Ellberton County promised that they would be rebuilt. However, no efforts have been made to this day. And that's basically it. That is the story of the Georgia Guidestones. It is a pretty cool story that is honestly still debated to this day. I would highly encourage you to go read and check out some pictures of them themselves, because they are pretty cool. They have some really cool astronomical features built in that I didn't really talk about in this video because I didn't really deem it necessary to put that in, but they are fairly cool. And the debate is valid, at least in my opinion. The messages written on there can be interpreted in many different ways, and I kind of feel like I guess everybody will have their own opinion and own beliefs, but as far as the cool factor goes, those are definitely up there, which is honestly why I wanted to make a video on them. And if you did stay this long, I really appreciate you doing so. I am a new channel, trying to sort of build an audience, and I know this will probably be the fourth video on my channel that's gone up. It'll be pretty short, maybe, I don't know, just look for in the near future the video length to start increasing as I kind of learn this editing thing and get the whole YouTube thing down. But right now we're just getting started and I'm kind of learning, and I am looking to transition into longer form content coming very soon. So probably look for videos start to be maybe 10, 15, 20 minutes long, and eventually into longer, 20-minute, half an hour content. But for now, that is going to do it. I really, really, really appreciate you guys staying this long. If you did, if you do feel like subscribing to see what we have going on in the near future, that would be great. I think I'm going to be doing a video on the 2006 volleyball incident. I also have videos planned for other things like the missing solder children, as well as some other stuff like the Connecticut bombardment, Operation Northwoods, Philadelphia experiment, all stuff like that. Probably a video on Kyron Lacey at some point, but we'll see. We'll see. Still getting started, and I really appreciate you guys staying until the end. That is going to do it for today. If you did enjoy, please consider subscribing and leave a like. Yeah, that's basically it. I hope you guys have a good one, and I will catch you guys later. God bless. See you guys.